Okay, according to Zoom, we are live, and I now see us on the YouTube screen. So I'm going with a live. Hey, how's
Okay.
everybody doing? It is April 5th, 2024. It's a Red Friday, and we are here for another Friday night toast. It's just me and the young Padawan Crash today. Um, Donna and Tim are, I think, in the air as we speak on their way to Hawaii to touchdown and support Warren Williamson and the Hawaii Tribute to Fallen Soldiers Memorial Torch Ride. So that all kicks off tomorrow. And they'll be landing there tonight. I think they're going to attempt to do something, at least reach out when they get there to let us know that they are okay. And then starting tomorrow, as per most of Warren's missions, uh, we uh, we post the fallen service members they're toasting as, or excuse me, that they're honoring as they honor them. So starting tomorrow, you will see honor posts coming up for the service members being honored in this year's Hawaii ride. Uh, I think that's all of the current news that I have. Do you have anything you want to share before we jump into this, Andrew?
Um, I got nothing coming to mind right now. School's got my brain a little jumbled up right now.
That's a school is good for that. The brain jumbling.
But I did pick up a
So
few things for my closeout from offline that really helps drive the message. So can't wait to share those with everybody joining in.
nice, nice. Looking forward to that. So let's just jump into it then. I got a couple things I'll share along the way, but we're going to do the format a little bit different today as well because there's only the two of us. I'm going to do birthdays and angel dates, and Andrew is going to do, or I'm sorry, I'm going to do birthdays and this week's honorees, and Andrew is going to do the angel dates. So I'm going to start with birthdays. Chief Petty Officer Nicholas H. Hull, March 30th, 1981. Staff Sergeant Carl P. Enis, March 31st, 1986. Staff Sergeant Stephen P. Blass, April 1st, 1985. Captain Aaron R. Blanchard, April 2nd, 1981. Sergeant Troy O. Tom, April 2nd, 1988. Chief Petty Officer Billy L. Spillers, April 3rd, 1983. Captain Ryan K. Lonelli, April 3rd, 1984. Lance Corporal Rick J. Santani, April 3rd, 1990. Sergeant John M. Sullivan, April 3rd, 1984. Major Philip D. Ambard, April 4th, 1967. Major Ryan S. David, April 4th, 1977. Master Sergeant Christopher V. Webb, April 4th, 1981. Specialist William J. Gilbert, April 4th, 1989. Staff Sergeant Daniel T. Lee, April 4th, 1985. Corporal Daniel L. Linenberry II, April 5th, 1989. And Captain Jeffrey J. Wilson, April 5th, 1974. Andrew?
Um, Angel dates. We have Private First Class Zachary T. Arsenal, April 1st, 2019. Petty Officer 2 John W. Carroll, April 1st, 2013. Staff Sergeant Dustin A. Whitaker, April 1st, 2012. Specialist Donald S. Oakes Jr., April 3rd, 2003. Specialist Keegan M. Burka, April 3rd, 2019. Staff Sergeant Christopher Wilson, April 3rd, 2019. And Specialist Ty J. Johnson, April 4th, 2006.
Thank you, Andrew. Today's honorees for this week are Army Private Kyle Marshall Farr, 27, of Gig Harbor, Washington. Air Force Major Jeffrey T. Hoernemann, 32, of Andover, New Mexico. Air Force Major Eric Doc Spendlove, 36, of St. George, Utah. May their service and their sacrifice never be forgotten. That's where Tim would normally jump in and say, earn their sacrifice. And I would follow by never forget. I just want to point out that our first honoree for this week, Army Private Kyle Marshall Farr, is the son of Leslie Main, the founder of Permission to Start Dreaming, an amazing organization that is spotlighted in this month's Stronger Together video podcast series. And the whole organization was basically built because of her loss and finding a way not only for her to better deal with her loss, but help others from potentially having the same situations arise. The Permission to Start Dreaming Foundation is an amazing organization. If you haven't checked out our podcast series, Stronger Together, you can find it on any major podcast streaming podcast service, and you can find it on YouTube if you'd rather watch the video. There's some really good interviews. We're 4 months into it. We've had 4 solid organizations step up and join us in spreading their messages, and we have a bunch more planned. So definitely go in and check us out, like us, follow us, share us, tell people about it, because the more we get the information for these organizations out there, the more people we can help, because there's somebody out there right now looking for somebody, looking for some help, looking for an ear, a shoulder. And there's organizations that have those to lend and have the time and resources to help these people. We need to make sure we spread this information, that we get it out there, and it's accessible for those that need it and want it. I know that through the next week, with Tim and Donna being over in Hawaii, we'll probably be sharing some different events and things from over there. We really don't have a timeline because it is actually a vacation for them as well. So I hope that they enjoy themselves, but we will be providing some content. So stay tuned into the Facebook page, and you'll see some stuff pop up. Andrew, do you want to take us out for the week?
Gladly. And since taking the reins with the closeout and the much needed message, my social media has been getting a little inundated with all this stuff that is saying basically the same thing. It's like, I'm saying it, my Facebook feed is starting to get all these ads and basically suggested pages that are really helping push that message and giving me just different things to say within my message. And honestly, first one that comes to mind right now is, and I wrote it down at the start here, that I would rather hear about your battles than hear that you lost the war. And that comes from the Valhalla Project, and that's one of their shirts that they're coming out with. And it's a true thing. I'd rather hear about the battles you're fighting with, the stuff that's dragging you down, than hear that they overtook you and ran your line and you made that call, because that call is never to be made. And also is another clothing company, is the company Demons Behind Me, which is got they have flannel shirts and all that, and their motto is the past needs to stay in the past, and then those demons need to stay behind you. They don't need to be in your front view. They don't need to be becoming the speed bumps for your life. They need to stay in the past, and we need to work together to make sure that happens and that they stay behind you. So, with that being said, reach out. We need to do buddy checks. We need to check in on family, coworkers, neighbors down the road, someone that you normally talk to at the checkout line at the grocery store, or the regular hardware store, something like that. Just check in with people that you normally bump into just to make sure that they're doing all right. Because we got to do this together. It's one team, one fight. Without us working together as a team, we're just going to crumble. So we need to definitely talk with each other and be open about what's troubling us, what's bothering us, and just get that can of worms from being bottled up too much. Because once that cork pops, everything will just go to a nightmare. We need to get that ventilated and get it out and aired out before it gets to that point of breaking. We need to talk, we need to vent, and if we need someone to talk to and we don't think that we have anybody to talk to, there's 988, the National Crisis Hotline. You can call it, you can text it. There's Military One Source for the military members, current and retired. There's and if need be, if you're feeling like you're at that moment of your line getting ran over, 911. The operators are trained to stay on the phone with you, to keep you talking, so someone in uniform can be there to talk you down and actually be with you in that time of need. Because everybody has a moment of weakness, and honestly, the strongest thing you could ever do is say, I need help. It is, in my mind, somewhat cowardly to try to keep on doing it yourself, even though you're about to give in. We need to reach out and call on each other and just be able to admit that we need help. We need to talk. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what the next step is. We need to get out there and be open about the battles that we're fighting behind closed doors at nighttime, and no matter what the season. We need to make sure that we're getting to that point where this is no longer a stigma. We talk about mental health, whether it be in uniform, out of uniform, civilian, whatever. We need to break that stigma and be open to talking about it more, because once we start talking about it more, it's going to be a normal thing, and we're going to be able to help each other out more. But first, we got to do the dirty work, get our hands dirty, and really start taking this head on and breaking the stigma. So again, reach out if you feel like you just need to talk. If you feel like you're at the end of your rope, 988, 911, and Military One Source. And there's multiple out there that I can't think of right now. But if you go to our page, we should have more links and more basically outlets out there to help you in your time of need. So if you need to talk to somebody, talk with a neighbor, coworker, family, best friend, whatever. Just be open about it, because once you're open about it, it can't get bottled up anymore, because people are going to be checking in on you and making sure that you're still winning that fight, that you're still kicking that demon back behind you. We need to do this together. And that's all I have.
Good. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, remember, as you mentioned, you can always find more resources on our website at projectrollcall.org. One of the main purposes of the website, other than obviously honoring our fallen service members, is to bring resources to those that are still here. And there's resources for several different things for veterans, Gold Star family members, and active duty service members. We're constantly adding to that list and bringing in organizations that may be what you're looking for to help you, whether you're the one struggling or you have a family member or a friend struggling. There's resources on there that can give you the tools that you need to communicate with them more comfortably. So that's all we have for this week. We'll be back next Friday. Until then, please remember that each and every one of you guys matter, and we couldn't do what we do without you. So we'll see you again soon. Bye.